welcome to your December 2017 love reading with Divine Love Tarot. I want to welcome you to my channel. If this is your first time with me, I hope you enjoy the reading. If you're a return viewer or a subscriber, I want to thank you so much. Look at us here at the end of the year. Look at it, I don't know. I'm totally in my feelings about this because I feel like 2017 has been a very productive year for me. I feel like it's the beginning of something. It's the start of something. I feel like the old, like you're shedding old skin, right? I'm like a snake, like I'm shedding the old ways, and there's a new way of doing things. So 2018, it's right here. It's right around the corner. So this year just kind of flew by for me. I don't know about you, but man, I can't even believe, like, I'm still mourning summer. Okay, I'm a summer person. I don't care if I was born in March. I don't care if it was freezing cold the day that I took my first breath. I am a summer person, not a morning person. Definitely not a morning person, but I'm definitely a summer person. So anyway, enough of my complaining and crying. Let me go ahead and get into this reading. 10 cards. I'll pull clarifiers wherever needed, and we'll see what's going on with you guys, because everybody else seems to be going through some type of karmic lesson. And Taurus, you guys have been kind of pretty quiet. You've been one of my quiet signs this year, so maybe you'll just end out the year on a nice note, okay? First card we have represents your present energy, and you get the Emperor. Okay, next card represents what's crossing you or your challenge for this month, and you have the Page of Swords. Okay, the next card indicates your past energies. You got the Six of Pentacles. Next card represents your future. You got the Star card. Okay, next card represents what you want, and you got the Magician in reverse. Next card represents your internal factors. Ten of Pentacles. Next card represents your advice for this reading. You've got the Knight of Cups in the reverse. Next card represents the external factors. You've got the Four of Wands. Next card represents your hopes or your fears. You've got the Sun card. And the next card and the last card represents the outcome for this reading. And you've got the Ace of Swords. So not bad looking, not bad. Only one or two things that I'm like, huh? But no. Okay, Taurus. I mean, to me, it feels like you guys are focused, right? You guys are really focused right now. Either you are in a position right now where you're finding stability, okay? If you are single, you are finding stability, and you have really been firm with yourself about what it is that you want in a relationship, in your love life in general, okay? If this is not your energy, then this is the energy of someone possibly in Aries. If not in Aries, this represents someone who might be older, okay? Especially for my ladies, it could be an older male who's got it all together, and he basically is moving in on you, and he's very direct about the fact that he wants to be in something with you. He might even be very direct about the fact that he wants to take care of you. Now, if you're a male, that could be your energy, and you're basically, you're very sure about exactly what it is, who it is that you want. If you're in a relationship, this just can indicate that there's a lot of balance right now in the situation. Emotions are balanced. But the Emperor also represents someone who's using their logic versus their heart, okay? When Emperor is upright, the Emperor is not a very emotional guy, okay? He's very logical. And that's just what it is. Okay, so this is the mind is in control here. Crossing that energy is the Ace of Swords. Okay, so the Ace of Swords can be your challenge may not to rush your challenge may be not to rush things. Okay, if you've met someone that you're interested in, if this person's approaching you and they seem like everything that you want, that's beautiful, but you don't want to rush things too quickly. Okay, and with the Page of Swords here, that may be what you want to do. Okay, maybe that you're just very excited about the situation, but you want to slow down. All right, this can also indicate creating issues or drama where there isn't any, okay, with this Page of Swords here. So you want to be careful of that. If there is no problems going on, because some people get antsy when things are going too well. So it's like things are very stable right now, and I'm not comfortable with that. So I'm just going to start asking questions, and I'm going to get real curious. You don't want to do that, okay? Don't create issues where there aren't none, because someone with this Emperor type personality, they don't like to be badgered. They don't want to be asked a bunch of questions. They don't want to be interrogated, okay? So if that's your tendency to get kind of this nervous energy whenever things are going good, you've got to kind of get a little bit of control of that, okay? Let me go ahead and clarify this crossing card. Jesus. The Nine of Swords. So yes. Okay. You know, I do this, and then when things like this come up, I'm like, wow, don't do that. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Do not create drama where there isn't any, okay? If you've got anxiety, work it out. If you need to talk to someone, go see a counselor, all right? Because if this is an opportunity for you to have something positive and stable in your life, you do not want to ruin it doing unnecessary worrying, creating problems where they don't exist, being paranoid because you're not sure that this could be the real deal for you. You don't want to do that. If things are stable, count your lucky stars, thank heavens for it, and let's keep it moving, okay? In your past energy, you've got the Six of Pentacles. So this can indicate a time where there was just, unbalanced or unequal relationships. All right. And it could be in either direction. Either, you always had the upper hand in a situation, or maybe your partner's always had the upper hand in a situation. And, we're here with the Emperor, whoever it is, whether this is your energy or the energy of the person coming in, they have the upper hand. Okay, so maybe because this person is so authoritative, it's maybe triggering your past issues of being, of not having the upper hand in a situation, which is causing you to have a little bit of anxiety. But you can't, if the Emperor, because this is the Emperor, okay? This is not someone else. This is not an unstable guy, and he's in the upright, okay? So he's the real deal. So be honest, okay? If it's bothering you that things are unequal, and I promise you that in the last reading, Taurus, you guys wanted the Emperor. The Emperor was in this position. So if you have that now, whether you want it to be stable, or whether you wanted to have a stable relationship, or whether you wanted an Aries and now this person is here, don't ruin it by stressing out unnecessarily. Okay, sometimes you're going to have to just give up some of that control that you want, okay? Or, everyone can't be the boss. Everyone can't be the boss. And if things are just going smoothly in your love life and you're not sure how to handle it, just take a deep breath, okay, before you start doing anything that looks like this. All right, we move on to the future energy, and you've got the Star card. So for some of you, it could be possible that this person is, in fact, a soulmate. Okay, this person is someone, and in the future, things are going well because not only do you enjoy them, but they see you as someone who really is like a joy in their life. It's a joy who brings joy and happiness into their life. Okay, you see her pouring out this love. It's like you fill them up, you make them feel good. They look at you like, you're everything to them. For others, in the future, this can indicate this is a positive card, but with the Star card, there is a need for patience because things don't just come, okay? There may be certain obstacles, or there may be things that you need to work through, possibly these anxiety issues or whatever the case may be, before you get to this like happiness. Okay, do I want to clarify the Star card? Yes, I do. Why not? It's the future. I like to clarify certain positions more than others because we want to know what's going on in the future. We want to know what's going on in the external factors. We want to know what's going on in the outcome. All of this you kind of already know. I'm just trying to fill in the blanks to make a complete story, right? So in the future, we've got the Seven of Swords in the reverse. So the Seven of Swords can represent either something that catches you off guard, okay? And, the Seven of Swords, it's not necessarily, it could be that someone gets caught, okay? I'll just be honest. Someone could get caught cheating. But when I see the Seven of Swords here with the Star card, I feel like this is you asking a question and getting complete honesty, okay? And whether this honesty kind of ruffles your feathers a little bit, hence the patience that you need to have with the Star card. If you ask someone to be honest, especially if you ask someone who's Emperor, they're going to tell you the truth, okay? And it may not necessarily be what you want to hear, but if that person's being honest with you, then you're going to have the patience that you need to receive that message and move on, right? Which is kind of, I feel like, the same kind of message that we have here, okay, with this Page of Swords, because the Page of Swords can also be a message. So maybe just something that you don't necessarily want to hear. But just because it's not something we want to hear doesn't mean that we have to run away from the situation, right? We have to learn how to handle things that we don't necessarily like. Everyone doesn't always come in a nice, pretty package that's going to flow perfectly with our wants and our wishes. So sometimes, there's unexpected things that happen, but we have to be able to roll with the punches. Now, moving on to your wants. You want the Magician in reverse. So I don't feel like you guys want someone who's going to manipulate you. I mean, you may not know that they're a manipulative person and you want them in your life. Okay, so that could be it. You may want someone who is a Gemini or a Virgo possibly. But if not, I feel like with this Magician card, I feel like it's almost like you want to manipulate someone. Like you're not waiting for destiny, right? You're not waiting on destiny. You're not waiting to know if you're soulmates, or you don't care. You're trying to take destiny into your own hands here. And this could be something as simple as, making sure that you're always where this person is at. If you have mutual friends, hey, do you know where he's going to be this weekend? Oh, he's going to this party. Okay, I'm going to be there too. It's almost like, just making sure that the odds are in your favor instead of waiting for it to come to you. I'm actually going to clarify that. The Magician in the reverse. What is it that you want? Okay, so here we have the King of Pentacles, okay? So you feel like maybe this person is everything that you want in a partner, okay? This person is stable, this person is reliable, this person's responsible. And so basically it's like you're going to do anything that you can to make sure that you get this person. You want this person and you're going to do whatever it takes. That's the Magician in the reverse. Because your internal factor is the Ten of Pentacles. So you want marriage, you want commitment, all right? You may have, whether this is a relationship that you've seen, whether it's your parents that are still together, but there's something internally that drives you for this need for commitment and togetherness, this building of a legacy. This couple that stays together, this couple that is committed. And so that's what you want, okay? This is a combination of you willing to go after and do anything to get what it is that you want, because this is what drives you, okay? This is what drives you. And your advice for this reading is the Knight of Cups. Okay, so the Knight of Cups saying, look before you leap, okay? Don't just act on your desires. I love it. I love it. You're like, I'm going to do anything possible. And your advice is like, chill, relax. That's not necessary, especially if, you guys are destined to be together anyway, or this is a soulmate type situation. You don't have to do all that, okay? You can calm down. But don't rush into things, okay? Once again, with the Page of Swords, the Knight of Cups is in the advice is saying the same thing. Don't go full throttle into this, okay? Because the Knight of Cups is very emotional. It's not necessarily true emotions though, okay? The Knight of Cups will come in and sweep you off your feet and romance you and twirl you around and sell you a dream and blow butterflies and rainbows and all that stuff, and then he's gone. It's like, what? He doesn't mean it. He's just in love with love. All right. So just slow down. Okay. Think before you do anything. Don't let your emotions take control of you. Don't let your emotions get the best of the situation. Okay. Um, it's like basically you also need to resolve any emotional issues that you have. So if you do have issues from the past, if it is a situation where you feel like you're being triggered by things that happened before, if it is a situation where you do have anxiety or you do tend to worry too much, then you need to get control of that, even if that means talking to someone. Okay, if you need to go out and seek counseling, or if you need, just maybe sometimes your friends, you need to be honest, or even your partner, be honest about the things that really bother you inside instead of keeping them bottled up and letting them seep out and affect your relationship in other ways. You don't need to be manipulative. You can just have a conversation with someone. You can just come out and say, look, this is how I'm feeling. This is what I want from you. This is what I want from my future. Okay. This is what I want for us. All right. You can say that. You don't have to orchestrate things. Now, moving on to external factors, you have the Four of Wands. So I feel like maybe around you in your environment, it's one of those situations where there may be a lot of people who are getting married. Maybe it's like, oh, my friends are getting married. Um, for others, this could be an event where you meet someone, or an event where something special happens. Let me go ahead and just clarify that from now. External factors, King of Swords. So you might meet someone who is a King of Swords at an event, or you could have met this person at an event. Could be a situation where maybe your father introduced you to someone. Maybe your father introduced you to the Emperor. I'm not sure. Let me clarify that again. You got the Two of Cups. Okay, so it's a situation you've met someone. You could have possibly met them at an event. Um, and they might be a very logical person, right? This is falling in line with the Emperor. They could be someone who's more mature, more logical, but you guys click. You guys just click. That's what the Two of Cups represents, okay? So for some of my Tauruses, you either have met someone or you're just about to meet somebody who, it could be at a wedding, it could be at anything. It could be at any type of celebration. But you guys click, and they may be a little bit aloof. They might be friendly, but they may not be the warmest, hot-blooded, emotional person. But nonetheless, maybe that works for you, because we've got the Two of Cups here. So this is a budding new romance. This is someone that you just click with. All right. So that is a very good sign. I like that. For my Tauruses who are already in a relationship, I feel like maybe there's an event that causes you guys to kind of rekindle things a little bit. Okay. Or, maybe your partner is planning something for you. Okay. Or maybe your partner has planned something for you. And so, maybe there's an engagement coming for some of my Tauruses if you're not already married. If you are married, this could just be an anniversary or something that they're planning to celebrate for you guys. For others, this could just show that your partner might be feeling really romantic, okay? And the holidays are coming, so who knows what they have in store for you for the holidays, all right? For all those who are in a relationship already. In the hopes and fears section, you have the Sun card. So you're just hoping for a very positive connection, okay? If you're single, you're hoping that this turns into something that is warm and loving. You're hoping for that love. You're hoping for, two people who are on the same page. Okay, you want to be on the same page with this person. You want to share those warm and loving feelings with them. You just hope for a happy, positive relationship. Someone possibly who might even remind you of your father, which is interesting because with this King of Swords here, like I said, maybe, your father could be a very influential person in your life, okay, for somebody here, somebody watching. And so, maybe your father, and, the fact that, he may be a very stable guy. He might have the emperor type of personality where he's always taking care of your mother and he's always taking care of you and your family, and you want that same thing in a relationship. So you might meet someone who reminds you of your dad, okay? And that's what this sun card represents also. For somebody that's going to resonate, not necessarily everybody. So for the outcome, we've got the Ace of Swords, okay? So aces represents new beginnings, but this can also indicate if you're already in a relationship that you're taking things in a new direction, or that you guys are finally getting things to a point where they're fair and balanced, okay? You're being honest with each other, you're communicating, and things are kind of balancing out for you. For my singles, this is a new beginning of a fair and balanced relationship, okay? And let me go and clarify that. We got the King of Cups in the reverse. And I'm going to clarify that again. And we've got the Four of Pentacles in reverse. All right, so with the King of Cups, this can indicate someone who's ready to risk it all, okay? Someone who's ready to take a risk, which your advice card was telling you to not do. But because you are so enamored and because you're so probably excited about this person, or you might know this person is the one, you might just feel it in your bones, you're ready to risk it all. Okay, you're ready to throw caution to the wind and just go for it. And with the Four of Pentacles in reverse, it's telling you to let go of your fears. All right, and so because all of these cards are so positive, and I don't see anything other than this Magician in reverse here, but that's in your want, so that's your energy. I mean, like I said, unless there's a manipulative person, but there's nothing else really in this reading other than this Seven of Swords in the future that indicates there might be a little bit of manipulation or anything going on. But here with the external factor, everything looks really good. And I think this is your energy, this worrying. Now, there's maybe two different things going on, okay? So I want to be careful of the advice, because I was about to get gung ho. So I'm about to take the advice of the Knight of Cups for my own reading, because I was about to jump out the window and be like, "Oh, this is good. Go for it." Okay, careful. You may receive a message that you do not like, okay? Something that causes you anxiety about this situation. Could be about this emperor that you are dealing with. And in the future, they are honest, whether you wait till the future to confront them or whatever the case may be. But if that's not, this is honesty. This is everything coming out on the table. Okay, this doesn't necessarily have to be cheating. It could be anything. It could just be you worrying about something and it's not the case, because this person, like I said, they see you in a very positive light. So once again, this could just be, for some of my Tauruses, this is unnecessary worry continuing, because that's a pattern for you. All right, but I feel like because deep down you may know that this person is good for you or right for you or the one, you're ready to throw it all, or they come in very passionate, very romantic, like overly romantic. Okay, the King of Cups in reverse goes, it's just to the extreme, okay? It's almost like too good to be true. So you kind of want to be careful about that. But with the Four of Pentacles, it's asking you to let go of your fears, right? You have to let go of your fears, release your fears in order to let love in. Okay, so maybe because you released your fears, it's like you're going overboard because you still don't really know how to balance your emotions. But that's what this Emperor is here for, right? So, like I said, if the Emperor energy is you, that's you having to stabilize and balance your emotions because you're so excited about this love situation, or you're so excited about the way things are going. And this is really for my singles that I'm saying this part. So you're so excited about either this new person or this newfound you know, feeling that you have, or you're ready to open up and you're ready to let things go, that you just go kind of overboard for this new beginning. Okay, now for my couples, it's just a situation where the relationship goes in a new direction, and maybe in the past, it's been a situation where somebody's been afraid to get hurt. Okay, when you're afraid to get hurt, you tend to put your walls up. Your guard is very high. Okay, so maybe this is just communication about that. Okay, maybe this person, this emperor, is saying, look, this is enough. Let's get this, let's fix this, let's nip this in the bud. Okay, and maybe that honesty just goes forward. So here it's like the possibilities for you to have happiness are there. You're just going to have to deal with some bumps along the way. Okay, that's what it's saying, because you really want this person. They really represent the King of Pentacles to you. Everything. The King of Pentacles is here. The Emperor is here. The King of Swords is here. So this is definitely something that you really want, that you're really willing to do anything for. And in the future and in the in the outcome, you have this new beginning as long as you open up and let go. Okay. And it just seems like, also with the King of Cups in reverse, this can indicate ignoring problems in a situation. All right, so you may choose to sweep things under the rug because you want to have this new beginning. All right, so you're like, basically, forget about the past, forget about everything that happened back here, forget about this. I want this new beginning. I'm going to open up. I'm going to release my fears because I know that I have a really good connection with this person. Okay, Taurus. So, advice once again is don't jump in. Don't just jump in, okay? I know you want to. I know, whether it's a turn of events and things are turning around from a negative situation and you're excited about that, but don't rush, okay? You've got 2 cards in here telling you not to rush. Don't leap. Don't just let your emotions overflow, because we need to balance, right? And that's what the Emperor is here for. The Emperor is like, look, balance. And if you're dealing with someone who is the Emperor type of a personality, they may not necessarily want you to just go all overboard with the emotions, okay, with all these upside down cups in the court card cups position. It's like you're just ready to go overboard, and this person may not even, they like the attention. They want someone, because the emperor wants somebody who represents the empress, right? Who represents that nurturing. So they do like the emotion, but I don't think the excessive emotion is necessarily going to be appreciated, especially if it comes off as kind of overdoing it. You don't want to come off like you're doing too much and come off fake. All right, so you want to be careful of that also. All right, but everything else here looks kind of good to me. Guys, let me know in the comments what's going on. I didn't really call out too many zodiac signs here because there's a lot. There's a lot of different ones, and there's a lot of people here. So, there's the earth signs, there's Virgos, there's Geminis, there's Leos. There's an air sign, so it could be a Gemini for some of you, could be an Aries. But like I said, new things coming, new direction. Right? You have the opportunity to move things in the direction that you want them to go, but you don't have to manipulate them. Okay? You don't have to pretend. You don't have to be overly dramatic or overly emotional or pretend to be somebody that you're not. Okay? Because that's what that Magician in reverse is saying also. All right, Taurus. So guys, let me know in the comments. And Happy New Year, okay? Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. I wish you guys the best for this month of December. And I will see you guys at the next reading. All right, Taurus. Bye.